Yeah, right? Son of itself. Bada boom, bada bing. Right here.
Well, hello everybody. Ant-Man here, out walking around in the Everglades as usual. I have a pretty good episode lined up for everybody today. I'm going to find quite a few nice pythons solo on foot, and I'm also going to find some beautiful native snakes. I like to get off the levees quite often. It gets really crowded out there with other hunters certain times of the year, and I prefer to just get away from everybody, and I also prefer to be on foot anyhow. It's much more enjoyable to be actually in the element, walking around where the snakes are at. It's much more rewarding when you find them on foot versus just driving a levee and looking over the side of a vehicle. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of moving along, looking through some of the dense sawgrass. I'm looking for the usual things: pieces of shed skin, urates, drag trails, tunneling, pads left by basking snakes, all that kind of stuff. It all goes into my mental database to help me refine my approach for finding these snakes. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it and see how things go.
Yeah, right? Son of itself. Bada boom, bada bing. Right here. Yes. That's what we're talking about. Let's grow up here into the open. Alright, what do we got here? Let's see. It's a female. Nice one. She's gravid. Yeah. It's also giving me a hell of a fight right now. Come on now, sweetie. She is fired up. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. It is hot. It's about 80 degrees, and she is not happy. So, get a good look at her. I'm solo today. Been doing a lot of solo hunting, so gotta take them how you get them. All right, baby. She's probably about 10. Woo! Angry. One of the things you got to be careful of when you're doing this is that you don't want to let them wrap a coil around your hand, because that's how you get bit. So, see her trying to do it right now. You'll see her start pulling a coil up on her, trying to loop my hand. What I'll do is I'll pin her body with my foot, so she can't do that. Now you see her constricting my leg. She got some serious power right there. Look at it twisting my boot like that, twisting my foot. So, a snake of this size, you know, it's not dangerous per se. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you wouldn't want to do this, but, you know, I can go like say, yeah, and uncoil her like that. Okay. She is fired up and does not want to tire out. So take off my backpack. And trying to figure out where I'm at. In a different location today. So see if I can take my gloves off. I don't wear gloves for catching snakes. I wear gloves for not cutting my fingers to pieces on the sawgrass. There we go. How about that? Now you can get an idea. If I get out of the sun, get an idea of the snake. So yeah, she's probably about 9.5 feet, but she's a female. She's gravid. It's that time of year. Doing a little tongue flicking. She's still got some fire in her. She's going to try to make one more attempt, but she really doesn't tell. She has no choice now. She's already been captured. But you see, like in comparison to my hand, she's pretty fat, and she's full of egg follicles for sure. fat follicles and eggs and oviduct. But been getting a bunch of females lately. I've caught 9 in the last week and a half. Well, 9 snakes, 5 females. So 'tis the season.
Well, having just caught that python, that nice female, I knew that there was definitely more in the area. There was quite a bit of sign all over the place in the form of basking pads and drag trails and areas where the snake had been laying around. And so I decided to continue my search, see if I could find some of this female's mates. Generally, a female will pull in anywhere from 2 to 7 males for a season, generally around 4 males per season. So I knew there was a very, very good chance if I continued the hunt, I could find some more snakes. You'll see that I just found myself some shed skins, so I know I'm really, really hot on the trail of these snakes, and I persisted in it, and I was rewarded by finding some more pythons. So let's jump right into it.
Python laying right here in the grass. Just caught it. That's 2 back to back. Oh yeah.
Well, the searching paid off. I found another mate that was alongside that original python I caught. And what you see me doing here is yanking my glove off and getting out my phone. As a contractor for the state, I have to enter all and log all the information from a capture. So I'm putting in the GPS coordinates and so forth and the location, and all that has to get sent in. And I also have to send that information to my boss to document and catalog where this animal was found. But it's just kind of part of the entire process. Pretty fun stuff. Well, 2 down, and hopefully some more to go. Continue my hunt in the area, searching thoroughly through every nook and cranny, trying to find some more of that first female's mates. That second snake was really buried deep in the vegetation, if you notice there. You would not be able to spot that snake from a levee or from a vehicle of any kind. You'd actually have to get out there and do what I'm doing, which is beating the bushes and sweating a little bit. You got to put in the sweat equity in order to learn about these animals and have things really pay off. But I persisted, and I was rewarded with some more pretty good catches.
We got ourselves a nice python basking in the evening sun. See, it's not trying to attack me, but just in case, we're going to pin it down. And we're going to remove it. Just like that. Alright, take this out here into the field where we can deal with it a little bit. Okay. Alright. So we're going to put it down now, and we're looking at probably, clean this lens, looking at about a 9-foot snake. It's pretty late in the afternoon. See if we can see what we got here. It is a female, so that's good. Another female removed from the ecosystem. We'll go ahead and log this one in and see if we can't find a male. Saving drafts. Now I gotta take a picture for the boss. Smile. Okay, I'll send that to the boss now.
Well, today's episode was a pretty good representation of how it can really work out to finding quite a few snakes if you put in the time to search for their mates during the breeding season, which is what I had done here. I ended up finding 3 snakes for the day, and I had to work really hard for them. There's a lot of time spent in between captures, searching and walking and so forth and so on, but it definitely pays off if you put the time in. That's also how you learn, just driving around on levees and things like that, you're never going to really learn about these snakes and their biology and their behavior and so forth. And I've put in many, many years searching for pythons, and I learn something new every day when I go out, so that's always a blessing, and I try to pay close attention to what cues the snakes are giving me, and I put all that into my mental database, and it forms a pretty good search image. So I'm blessed to be able to get out there in the field and do this. And as I always say, if you enjoy the material, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you all out there in the field. Take care, stay safe. Later on.